market. The city's waking up, and so are the charts. Every move on this screen has a story. Sometimes it's hype, sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's nothing at all. But if you look close enough, you'll see the rhythm behind it. No drama, no magic, just patterns, pressure, and people trying to make sense of it all. So let's take a look at where we're at and where this thing might go.
Good morning, guys. What's up, Eric, MK, Jack, Just Play? We're at the key, kind of this key level of resistance, 135. And short interest is increasing, right? A lot of shorts entering right here. So if we can break through, squeeze these shorts, liquidate them, or trigger their stop losses. I mean, this vertical ascent should keep going. Yeah, I'm hoping that after this break 135, it's just all related. It's relative to search interest, and it's still so low, right? I think we need to move to all-time highs to get people really excited and break them convincingly to get people to, like, it was always Bitcoin breaking all-time highs, except for recently. Because the market cap's so large now. And a lot of people got wrecked. That I don't think it's generating as much interest anymore. Finally got a lot of volume coming in. Today's the day of opportunity here for Litecoin to break through 135, and if it does, then we probably can continue over the weekend. But so far, this move is about proportional to the last one. I'd expect this one to be much longer. So let's see. Let's look at. I don't know if this will be accurate, like up to the minute. But I do know this level is going to be heavily shorted. It seems like that from this data. almost everyone, all of this open interest that entered these last few hours were shorts waiting at 135. Just blow them up. Blow through them. I just woke up, guys, so I'm a little bit, my brain's not quite on right now. Yeah, MK, I usually don't. I end up staying up a lot of the time till like too late. My girlfriend is from Thailand, and I don't know why, but it seems like a lot of the Thai people, they have like this party culture. They just stay up really late. So I've been on her schedule. I used to go to bed at like 9 p.m., wake up at 6 a.m. Need hodlers to have diamond hands? We just need demand to come in finally. But I think the hodlers by now, the few remaining, are stronger than Bitcoin hodlers here. I mean, they went through 90% corrections and 8 years of consolidation. So you gotta be way stronger than the Bitcoin people that have got 100 like new all-time highs every 4 years. It's gonna be such weak price action after this tops for so long. You're gonna have to drain out all the believers that were created, I think, since 2017. So you guys know, 135, 140, I mean, this level breaking will lead us to start outperforming everything. Well, we already kind of are. LTC against others here is good. I mean, close breakout from here. This is gonna full send. First target probably here, and then this level and all the all-time high. We're about to clear the recent LTC BTC highs. I just look for similar levels. This 2022 high. Really just the all-time high. My opinion hasn't changed for LTC BTC. I think, you know, that sounds like so far away. I think it goes to new all-time highs. Litecoin's never been more relevant fundamentally, with an easy path for growth. Well, still pretty early because this higher time frame level, like, we're still, I mean, I always think about it the same way, like, the total addressable market for Bitcoin chains, potentially, like, if it succeeds over the long term, I think is like equivalent to the size of, I don't know, 15, 20 trillion dollars potentially. And I think a single Bitcoin chain has a monetization limit. Maybe it's, I don't know, $5 trillion. But I think there are multiple that can get to similar valuations. So in that sense, in like a 15-year time horizon, if this security model succeeds, is that, but for this cycle, it's still really early for this speculative casino bull market. You haven't really broken out of this range. We're right at the highs now. So assuming we break through. Got a long way to go, but can happen in a short amount of time. Lux fully above more like one. Jackson ready for the Bitcoin maxis to cry? Yeah, same. I wonder what people are saying. Yeah, when Bitcoin is not moving and Litecoin's pumping, or Bitcoin 2x's from here and Litecoin moves 100x. Only one that's been crying is this guy. What? You're shilling a super overvalued. I don't think of shilling Bitcoin as any different from shilling most other things. Right, if you're shilling buy my Bitcoin at a higher price, you're profiting off speculation just like anyone else. I can't believe this guy's. I wonder what happened to him. Because he had a lot. He was fine in 2017. He made a lot of money, like retired. But he's complaining all the time. Nice. Finally, yeah, we're finally breaking out against all these altcoin pairs. Will it get to 1/4 of Bitcoin price? I mean, an extreme mania that I was thinking is likely if we see the fundamental assumptions I was making and Litecoin passes Bitcoin in monetization, or at least daily users. I mean, it's possible. I don't know if we get that extreme, but just imagine a blow-off scenario similar to 2017. It's really hard for people to imagine that, but with ordinals and runes minting going crazy, long-term holders, I think the number of Bitcoin holders is over 10x higher than it was at 20k in 2017, and fees are allied to $60. So I think with that and the macro fear kind of narrative where people are trying to take possession and people are long-term holders trying to send coins to sell, I think these can just go vertical. So I imagine like $1,000 potential fee level environment where all the transactions 10k and below migrate. There's billions of dollars there. It would just, as Litecoin's going vertical into that and people are seeing the network migration at higher value ranges, and it pumps the price 10x from wherever it's at, short amount of time. Yeah, the whole psychology will shift, and Litecoin will be center stage on global mania. So I think it's definitely possible. Oh, Bitcoin just dumped over the last 15 minutes. I mean, maybe if Bitcoin just keeps going sideways here, it's actually fine. Just rally a bit, don't dump hard like this. See, on the pair, if we're starting to see any volume, like rotation out of Bitcoin. Not really. Buying opportunity. Yeah, Litecoin should move up the rankings really fast if this breaks from here. Break above 135, 140. It should, Bitcoin Cash is a 20% move away. And then all these are really close, so it doesn't need to move up a ton to get to 14. Then go to number, go straight to the top. I should have slept longer. Kind of tired. Maybe I need to change this music. Let's play. This.
Used to need a call back, used to need a sign. Used to watch the numbers just to feel alive. Used to think the silence meant I wasn't right. Now the quiet's peace, yeah, I sleep at night. Used to chase a maybe, used to beg a why. Used to see my worth in someone else's eyes. Used to drown in noise just to feel the tide. Now I float above it, don't need the height. Gave too much to the mirror till I let it fade. Now I'm clearer than ever. No hate, no shade, yeah. Used to need it, now I breathe it. Life don't owe me nothing, I just leave it. Used to bleed it, now I see it. I don't chase the wave I beat. I remember nights staring at the phone, praying for a text just to feel known. Now I talk to the moon and it don't talk back. It's quiet when it's real, it's heavy when it heals. You don't feel the crown when you're used to the steel. Used to need it, now I breathe it. Life don't owe me nothing, I just leave it. Used to bleed it, now I see it. I don't chase the wave I beat.
Is Zcash still rallying? Yep.
I don't care if you buy, I don't need to sell my truth. It's been written in the sky, way before they had to prove. Let them talk, let them try. They don't know what I've been through. Yeah, I don't care if you buy. This ain't for them, it's for who knows. Used to fight for the views, now I vibe in the silence. Used to beg for the love, now I glow from defiance. I was broken, my soul, but I built my alliance. Now I'm rich in my peace, ain't no need for compliance. They'll show up when it's rising, say they knew it all along, but I remember every eyelid that closed when I sang my song. I don't care if you buy, I don't care if you buy, I don't care if you buy, I don't care if you buy. I'm not bitter, I'm just done chasing. All that noise turned into patience. Now my lane's wide, no navigation. They gon' copy but they can't trace it. I made my peace with the waiting. Patience turned to faith of making. Now they chase what I created, but I'm gone, levitating. So I don't care if you buy, it's already mine to prove. Every scar became a light, every loss became the groove.
Alright guys, maybe this is gonna...
I don't care if I don't care when you sell. I've been riding through the lows, knowing it's just another swell. You can cash out, fade out, wish me well. I don't care if I don't care when you sell.
What's up, Duarte?
seen them panic every headline, same show, same tell. Said it's over every week and they watch it rise again. I don't pray for their belief, I just smile, exhale. Let the time do the talking while they run in bed. Cause I remember every doubt and surround sound. Now they play my tracks when the price rebound. Funny now they love what they laughed about. But I ain't bitter, I just turn it loud. I don't care if I don't care when you sell. I've been riding through the lows, no it's just another swell. You can cash out, fade out, wish me well. I don't care if
What's up, Anthony? It's been a while. I guess you were here a little bit ago, but how you doing? Yeah, you guys ready to experience this mania live?
If you don't, that's okay. I don't care if I don't care when you sell. Story's still mine to tell. Yeah, yeah. Still mine to tell. The story's still mine to tell. Yeah, yeah. They said I dream too loud, I said they think too small. I was building what they doubted, now they see it on the wall. Every scar became design, every loss became a line. I follow what's divine.
Oh yeah.
Just a line. Got receipts from every season.
There's a lot of people to liquidate here at 135, so it probably just keeps grinding up against this. Look at a solid move out of here. Joey, we waited 8 years.
Used to feel like faith was a maybe. Now I walk through storms like it's gravy. Every note just made me steady. Every break just.
Yeah, I think MK, I think it topped at like, I think peak concurrent was like 70-ish, or maybe like high 60, 68. About 70. But I think search interest is gonna go up way more than price. Right? If price moves to the thousands, like a 30x from this breakout point, I think search interest goes up like 1000x from where it's at. So hopefully we can capture that.
Before they did.
Jack, you're funny.
I don't follow lanes, I drift my own. Long nights, now the city feel like home. no more. They was sleeping, I just built my score. No rush, I've been playing it slow. When it hit, everybody gon' know. Life slow, let the world spin fast. I don't run, I just let time pass. They gon' chase, I just sit and laugh. What I got, they can't put on blast. Follow lanes, I drip my own. Long nights, now the city feel like home. Talk cheap, but the silent work go. I've been winning while they waiting on a quote.
I think we're gonna be on oh no, not for a bit. A 4-hour 9 candle.
I never thought I was losing it.
Right at the start of the next daily candle.
Yeah. I ain't need a crowd to clap, I know my sound. Watch 'em rise on noise, then come crashing down. Soul dreams in a moment, I built truth from the ground. When the lights fade out, I'm still around. They loud on the stage, but hollow in the soul. I'm silent in the work, turning pressure into gold. Patience.
What up, Wrench Monkey? Woke up and put your spacesuit on. Nice, you got snacks. I need some food. You lost hope. We'll play exact the same. I mean, let's see. Let's see. I don't think so.
They was trending on a lie. I was building what would last. They was fronting for the now. I was speaking to the past. Every loss I took turned a future glass. Now I see it clear. Yeah, I'd outlast.
What up, Vivaci?
I ain't bitter, I'm just certain. I don't chase, I pull the curtain. Let the truth breathe slow while the hype start hurting. All the false kings fall when
Sleep naked, Joey?
they caught it like I caught it years. They caught it chance, I caught it tears. They can fade, I'm still aligned. Every test became design. This is proven time.
What up, Master? Master's probably been, I wonder what your tweet count is compared to normal.
Yeah. They move fast, I move right. Now it shows. Every timeline preaching a prophecy. Every feed got a new monopoly. Same pitch, same face, same lottery. Different coin.
Master, are we gonna break this level now? 135.
They don't see through, they just spend. They hype what they don't comprehend.
Full self-driving. 14 release, really? That's interesting. And then the Tesla launch on, or no, the SpaceX launch on the 13th. Litecoin's birthday.
gon' say they call, they gon' act like they plan. Buying hope from a stranger's hand. Whole world spinning off dopamine plans. I seen this before, I just stand. Cause hype don't last and greed don't build. Fate gets tested when the charts stand still. They scream to the moon, I breathe, I chill. Truth don't chase.
You got a raging clue. Nice. What does that mean, MK? We haven't even we haven't broken this yet. Hold off on the raging clues. Can Bitcoin like man up for a sec?
Scream. I'll still be here when it's quiet again. Every time I'm preaching a prophecy, every feed got a new monopoly. Same bitch, same face, same lottery. Different coins, same mockery. They don't love tech, they love trends. They don't see through, they just spend. They hype, but they don't comprehend. And it'll all come back to silence again. They fade with the noise. I stay, been here for the change.
Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't ever watch South Park, but I think I've seen that clip before.
Same crown. They gon' say they call, they gon' act like they plan. Buying hope from a stranger's hand. Whole world spinning off dopamine plans. I seen this before. I just stand, cause hype don't last and greed don't.
Alright, use this prompt in Grok. I never really used Grok.
Truth don't chase, it just feels. When it's mania, they all wanna talk. When it's quiet, they all disappear.
What?
That's how you know it's weird. Fade with the noise. I stay.
Who's this guy?
I don't chase when the hype gets loud and the charts all move. I stay calm. I already knew. They fade with the noise. I'll keep my ground. You can set a dream. I'll build a sound. When the lights go black and the hype runs down, I'm still hearing. Same crown.
These posts are not great. At the top too. The Litecoin account should read tweets on my stuff. I think it's decent.
When it's quiet again.
Master, where are your posts at?
Yeah. It's a minute, but the ground remember.
I don't know any of these people. I see this guy.
Everything's waking up. I planted in the quiet when no one cared to look. Watered down with faith that the seasons took. Every way was a whisper saying not yet, bro. And the roots I built and hold me now below. They chase the fruit, I learned the soil.
What are we thinking? I'm thinking that. Let me turn this down a little bit. I'm thinking prices potentially get rejected here at these highs, but there are a lot of shorts opening up. if we can get enough demand here from this rally, enough rotation, like blow through these shorts, I think it'll kickstart the largest percentage of gain. We'll see. So this is like the key level here. This next move, if we can break through here, should bring in the crowd, just like it did for XRP. Usually though, they arrive like 2/3 of the way through the rally. So honestly, probably above all-time highs. All right, let's change it. Let's.
Breaking news. Litecoin just hit another all-time high. Experts say this rally might never end. Yeah, we should get a high volume breakout above this level. Should have a lot of shorts. Might be pretty hard. Maybe this people re-enter their shorts at another test.
It don't never flip. Nobody uses it. It can't compete. The devs are left. It's just a copy. No smart contracts. No institutions want it. Bitcoin already won.
Tempted to try Suno. Yeah, I think it's probably the best AI. Music model. If you can use that in combination with your own like I don't know, like Pro Tools or some desktop audio workstation, you can like generate instrumentals and vocals separate.
What's the price? What's the chain?
Check out this. Morgan Stanley drops restrictions on which wealth funds can own crypto funds. Of course, yeah, this will be the start of the end. That's cool, it's all their wealthy clients.
Who don't fold? What? Who holds long? LTC. One chain. One chain. One chain. One chain. One chain. LTC. 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 Who's got speed? What? Who's got trust? LTC. Who's still here? What? Who's with us? LTC. How many chains? What? What's its name? LTC. How many chains? What? What's its name? LTC. LTC. One chain. One. One chain. One chain. LTC. LTC. LTC.
One chain, friends. Just trying to troll Sailor.
They hold you down, Russ. They sell you lies,
Oh, I
Russ.
forgot my.
They never walk, Russ. Russ. Russ.
need to post the one chain video on X. Are you guys, for like Litecoin content, getting any followers? I'm surprised. It's just like there's no interest here. I think people got wrecked in unicorn. Yeah, my mic sucks. Probably just leave this stream on all day, but I just want to be here if we do end up breaking 35. But half the country is still asleep right now, because in West Coast time it's 7 a.m. So just the Asians and Europeans are awake right now. Okay, let's move to something else. I think some of the music might get old if I play it too much, but I have
Not your keys, not your coins.
I have a lot still.
They said decentralize everything. Then they censored everyone who asked questions.
Cutting it out. I'm cutting it out? That's weird. Is it my internet? Like the stream is lagging? Your West Coast? Oh. Wait, is my stream lagging? But deep down you feel the shame. You said one chain, one shot, but it priced out the whole damn lot. You call Litecoin a testnet toy, but it's moving value while you deploy. Maxi said no out will last. Now they chase me in coins for a bag to stash. Call me a scam. Doesn't seem like it. You talk cypherpunk, now you're mainstream. Not about truth, it's about the brand. It seems fun. It might be your internet, Eric. Because I'm checking on mine and it looks fine. You said run your node, but when fees hit 300, your node stop mattering. Yeah, it seems okay. But no one settles anymore. What's my X account? It's like the same name. But you never asked what broke. I just changed it all to the same. It's this. Yep, final boss resistance. Till the next.
It's the opposite. Said it was dead, it's the opposite. Called it a copy, it's the opposite. Said no one used it, it's the opposite. They said BTC was scale, it's the opposite. Said fees don't matter, it's the opposite. Said store value, but no one trades.
Turn it up.
Now Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighs. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They call it boring, it's the opposite. Called it forgotten, it's the opposite. You laughed in 2018, now it's back on every screen. You said hype wins, it's the opposite. Said no one builds, it's the opposite. You follow trends, I follow blocks. You missed the chain that never stopped. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite.
They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite.
They told you how the story ends, but this isn't their story anymore.
It's the opposite. They chase the shine, I watched it fade. They bet on hype, I bet on change. You want new toys, I want old truths. You count the features, I count what moves. It ain't love, it's memory. It ain't hype, it's history. The only one still standing when the cycle turns to tragedy. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's just the one that's still here while they all scream new narratives. I
Nice,
just kept my
Bitcoin
ledger
crasher.
clear.
Congrats.
It's not that I love Litecoin, it's that it never had to beg. Didn't sell a dream to get me, it just kept the blocks in check. It just kept the blocks in check. They said this one scales, then it crashed by noon. They promised deals and yields, but couldn't clear a room. I don't need a million functions, just one that holds the line. They called it boring money, but boring stood the test of time. You can't see the forest when you're clinging to a branch. You call it innovation, I just call it second chance. When the lights go out and the VCs run, what you're left with is what you run on. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's just a signal in the noise. While they dressed up coins in costumes, I just watch them sell their voice. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's that I know it lasts. When the market clears the liars, this chain still clears the past. This chain still clears the past.
It's no sleep season, wrench monkey.
You used to send it for change. Now you save it for silence. The block is full.
How's the Bitcoin mempool?
Transaction
I don't think there's
dropped. Fee so high, broke your dream.
hardly
Now
any
I move for
transactions.
pennies clean. You called it sound, but sound went stale when blocks filled up with private sale. You said it at scale. Show me where. I just see whales bidding for air. Used to be for people peer to peer. Now it's bids and bots. No one near. You locked the gates, priced out the core. The very ones it was built for. Said store of value, okay then show. But when no one moves, value won't flow.
Blockspace crisis, doors are closed. Only rich whales and custom clothes. Promise freedom, sold a gate. Burn the bridge, now it's too late. Blockspace crisis, speed's a lie.
Look at
Can't clear a
Zcash
trade
over
without
others
fees,
trying
that
to
right. You said you scaled but couldn't last. Now Litecoin moves while you rehash.
Yeah, it just cleared the 2022 level.
I don't need a slogan, I need a chain that clears the world without the pain. You maxed the fee and killed the use. Now talk of freedom feels like abuse. You priced out dreams and blamed the crowd. Said run, you know, but you're not allowed. When price to send is rent or more. You don't own freedom, you own a score. So I moved on, found a lane with no congestion, just honest chain. Like coin ain't loud, but it's alive. Clears my trades, don't need to strive.
Blockspace crisis, bids too high. Only suits with bots can buy. Bank the unbanked, sounds real cute till fees decide who gets the root. Blockspace crisis,
Pretty
dream
similar.
bid trade while Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighs.
scarcity would save you. But scarcity without use is a prison. You thought value came from price, but value comes from function. Blockspace isn't infinite, and neither is trust. Blockspace crisis, windows gone. Used to move, now just hold on. You'd say it's digital gold, fine, but don't call it money if I can't spend. Blockspace crisis, chain stood still. Litecoin clear while you chase thrill. You made it scarce, then made it small. Now your money can't move.
Locked in the vault, they call it wealth, but no one spends, just flexes stealth. TVL, don't pay your rent. If no one's moving, then what's the intent? Charts full of ghost town stats look rich, but try to trade and it barely ticks. I don't chase noise, I wash the chain. If it don't clear, then it don't sustain, yeah. Use it or lose it. Value moves or it fades. Money that sleeps too long is money that never stays. Use it or lose it. I settle block by block while they chase trends and tokens. I just clear the clock. You bought the top, now you wait for hope. But I've been sending coins with no rope. No bridges, no airdrops, no points to mine. Just up time since 2011.
When is the
I see
ETF?
chains talk, I see Blockstar. They peak at launch.
When is the government gonna
while I'm quiet, moving still.
open?
Proof in the mempool, not the thrill. Use it or lose it. You can't fake the
I don't think these guys have commented on it in a while.
Show me who's using it, not who just ran a brand. Use it or lose it. I don't talk, I do. Your coin's a promise. Mine just moves through. You don't need a million features, just one that works. You don't need hype, you need history. Most chains peak on the first day. The good ones, they're just getting started. Use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. Blocks don't lie, charts fade. What moves stays.
Say the right phrase, they'll clap on cue. Say something real, they'll turn on you. You thought it was logic, it's theater now. Every feet a pulpit, every thread a vow. They said don't trust, then build a church. Now one idea defines your worth. You wear the logo, earn the praise. But what's that coin actually say. Round it goes. Say it back, don't break the flow. No new view. Say what they say or they'll turn on you. Think you're free. You're just retweeting what they need. No escape. Truth don't trend, it sits and waits. You post a line, the crowd reacts. They love the mask, not the facts. You used to question, now you chant. You used to think, now you rant. The chain don't care who's loudest here. It settles truth, block to peer. But you don't check that anymore. Just wait for likes and call it war. Praise the king, say his name, don't change a thing. Fall in line or end up outside.
Yeah, Nick, I was looking at my other screen here. I'm probably gonna. I just woke up and started streaming like instantly. About how long has this been going? An hour and a half ago. Yeah, I was like AFK. We'll see if Litecoin can try one more time at the highs. If it can find support, basically around here. From here to 130. Where it got rejected initially. Yeah, this is basically the final boss of resistance. There's a lot of resistance here, a lot of shorts entering. Here's funding rates have moved down. So all of this is mostly short interest over the last I don't know, what is this? Like 12 hours? 14 hours? So if buyers can step in here and squeeze these shorts, we should get another, probably the most dramatic move starting. You know, both of these are pretty vertical, but like 30% type candles. Will happen here. So we're just waiting to see if this can occur. I might go grab coffee downstairs. I'm pretty tired. I think I slept like 5 hours. What's up, BAC? Thanks, Jack. Yeah. I've been trying my best. Yeah, it helps if you like and share this stuff on X. I'll post more, but I posted like 3 yesterday. I thought the Litecoin account or the foundation might share this stuff or share the stream, but they haven't yet. Master, have you been gaining followers after the last few days? Bullish targets in the short term? Not really. I think we're gonna correct a little bit, but maybe later in the day we can. This is really the last area. Been waiting a long time to break through here, and if successful, then price targets for me are basically all-time highs and above. Everyone has a different opinion, but I thought the move above here would be very explosive. This Litecoin's tiny, relative to most others. So assuming we break out here, I've been saying the same thing even last year. I think we're gonna break all-time highs and retest them and head higher. They're like way higher than most people imagine in the next few months. Okay, I think we could see 2 to 4K like one, but not necessarily the top would be there. Oh nice, 50 yesterday. I'm not posting that much on X, I'm just posting my streams. Subscriber count's like slowly growing. Yeah, we'll see if we can find support at like 132 or 130. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some coffee.
They said not your keys, not your coins. Then they cheered for BlackRock. They said decentralize everything. Then they censored everyone who asked questions.
You said it was freedom, said it was truth. Now you're on stage with suits in a booth, begging the banks to validate worth. ETF dreams while you sell out the earth. Max is slide, now the block fees climb. 200 some mood, that's a money crime. You said we changed the world, make it free, but now it's a gold bar on a private key. You kill layer one just to shield a scam. Lightning died and you still don't scram. Your screen store value but can't explain why the real use case just boarded a plane. Max is slide, we verified. They took the dream and monetized. Built a church, locked the doors, preaching freedom while shilling war. Max is slide, truth denied, change the code.
told and justified. Burned the path, blamed the chain, but deep down you feel the shame. You said one chain, one shot, but it priced out the whole damn lot. You call Litecoin a testnet toy, but it's moving value while you deploy. Maxi said no out will last, now they chase me in coins for a bag to stash. Call me a scam, but who's really clean? You talk cypherpunk, now you're mainstream. Not about truth, it's about the brand. Your hero's rich, but don't understand. This ain't about blocks or a white paper quote, it's about who's still clearing the boat. Maxi's lie, we verified. Took the orange, then petrified. Said freedom money, what a joke. You beg Wall Street for the yoke. Maxi's lie, can't deny. The block space broken, so did pride. We're still here, you're still mad, and deep down it's kinda sad. You said run your no, but when fees hit 300, your no stop mattering. You said final settlement, but no one settles anymore, they speculate. You said Bitcoin fixes this, but you never asked what broke. Maximalism died, you just never held the funeral.
They said it was slow, it's the opposite. Said it was dead, it's the opposite. Called it a copy, it's the opposite. Said no one used it, it's the opposite. They said BTC was scale, it's the opposite. Said fees don't matter, it's the opposite. Said store value, but no one trades. Now Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighs. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They call it boring, it's the opposite. Called it forgotten, it's the opposite. You laughed in 2018, now it's back on every screen. You said hype wins, it's the opposite. Said no one builds, it's the opposite. You follow trends, I follow blocks. You missed the chain that never stopped. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite.
They told you how the story ends, but this isn't their story anymore.
It's the opposite. They chased the shine, I watched it fade. They bet on hype, I bet on change. You want new toys, I want old truth. You count the features, I count what moves. It ain't love, it's memory. It ain't hype, it's history. The only one still standing when the cycle turns to tragedy. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's just the one that's still here while they all scream new narratives. I just kept my ledger clear. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's that it never had to beg. Didn't sell a dream to get me, it just kept the blocks in check. It just kept the blocks in check. They said this one scales, then it crashed by noon. They promised deals and yields, but couldn't clear a room. I don't need a million functions, just one that holds the line. They called it boring money, but boring stood the test of time. You can't see the forest when you're clinging to a branch. You call it innovation, I just call it second chance. When the lights go out and the VCs run, what you're left with is what you run on. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's just the signal in the noise. While they dressed up coins in costumes, I just watch them sell their voice. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's that I know it lasts.
change. Now you save it for silence. The block is full. Your transaction dropped. Fee so high, broke your dream. Now I move for pennies clean. You called it sound, but sound went stale when blocks filled up with private sale. You said it at scale, show me where. I just see whales bidding for air. Used to be for people peer to peer, now it's bids and bots, no one near. You locked the gates, priced out the core, the very ones it was built for. Said store of value, okay then show, but when no one moves, value won't flow.
Blockspace crisis, doors are closed. Only rich whales in custom clothes. Promise freedom, sold a gate. Burn the bridge, now it's too late. Blockspace crisis, speed's a lie. Can't clear a trade without fees that fry. You said you scaled but couldn't last. Now Litecoin moves while you rehash.
I don't need a slogan, I need a chain that clears the world without the pain. You maxed the fee and killed the use. Now talk of freedom feels like abuse. You priced out dreams and blamed the crowd. Said run, you know, but you're not allowed. When price to send is random, or you don't own freedom, you own a score. So I moved on, found a lane with no congestion, just honest chain. Litecoin ain't loud, but it's alive. Clears my trades, no need to strive.
Blockspace crisis, bids too high. Only suits with bots can buy. Bank the unbanked, sounds real cute till fees decide who gets the root. Blockspace crisis, dream betrayed. While Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighed. No slogans, no games, just work in silence. The real ones lurk.
You thought scarcity would save you, but scarcity without use is a prison. You thought value came from price, but value comes from function. Blockspace isn't infinite, and neither is trust.
Blockspace crisis, windows gone. Used to move, now just hold on. You'd say it's digital gold, fine, but don't call it money if I can't spend. Blockspace crisis, chain stood still. Litecoin clear while you chase thrill. You made it scarce, then made it small. Now your money can't move. Locked in the vault, they call it wealth, but no one spends, just flexes stealth. TVL, don't pay your rent. If no one's moving, then what's the intent? Charts full of ghost town stats look rich, but try to trade and it barely ticks. I don't chase noise, I wash the chain. If it don't clear, then it don't sustain, yeah. Use it or lose it. Value moves or it fades. Money that sleeps too long is money that never stays. Use it or lose it. I settle block by block while they chase trends and tokens. I just clear the clock. You bought the top, now you wait for hope. But I've been sending coins with no rope. No bridges, no airdrops, no points to mine. Just uptime since 2011. I see chains talk, I see blocks stalk. They peak at launch, then barely crawl me while I'm quiet, moving still. Proof in the mempool, not the thrill. Use it or lose it. You can't fake demand. Show me who's using it, not who just ran a brand. Use it or lose it. I don't talk
need a million features, just one that works. You don't need hype, you need history. Most chains peak on the first day. The good ones, they're just getting started. Use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. Blocks don't lie, charts fade. What moves stays.
Say the right phrase, they'll clap on cue. Say something real, they'll turn on you. You thought it was logic, it's theater now. Every feet a pulpit, every thread a vow. They said don't trust, then build a church. Now one idea defines your worth. You wear the logo, earn the praise. But what's that coin actually say? Echo, echo, round it goes. Say it back, don't break the flow. Echo, echo, no new view. Say what they say or they'll turn on you. Echo, echo, think you're free. You're just retweeting what they need. Echo, echo, no escape. Truth don't trend, it sits and waits. You post a line, the crowd reacts. They love the mask, not the facts. You used to question, now you chant. You used to think, now you rant. The chain don't care who's loudest here. It settles truth, block to peer. But you don't check that anymore. Just wait for likes and call it war. Echo, echo, praise the king. Say his name, don't change a thing. Echo, echo, fall in line or end up outside every time. Echo, echo, scream it loud. But silence moves beneath the crowd. Echo, echo, noise don't win, only chains that clear begin. They told you to think for yourself. As long as you think like them. You left the system just to build another. Echo, echo, but truth doesn't echo. It's settled. Echo, 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 echo.
Oh, my bad. My mic was muted again. I think it's interesting that we always get these headlines right at our major area of resistance. But this China headline about China restricting trade. I mean, if I was China, I might do the same thing. And if you're the one that produces all the world's stuff, you should be able to demand the rest of the world do what you want to do, not the opposite. Alright, well, at least Litecoin's still holding up against everything else. Everything in the market's just dumping. XRP coming down to retest these lows. Doesn't look too bad. What up, Nick? Good morning. Well, we moved up for a second. Tapped 135. Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely not change anything for a quick news scare. Would be funny if Litecoin is the only coin that rallies. Let's check the Zcash had a massive reversal. Nice little intraday dip. Yeah. Oh, I'm hoping we can hold the gains against altcoins here. Close the daily above this trend line. And then eventually get a reversal in the market.
They said not your keys, not your coins. Then they cheered for BlackRock. They said decentralize everything. Then they censored everyone who asked questions. You said it was freedom, said it was truth. Now you're on stage,
China.
begging the banks to validate worth. ETF dreams while you sell out the earth. Max is slide, now the block fees climb. 200 some mood, that's a money crime. You said we changed the world, make it free, but now it's a gold bar on a private key. You kill layer one just to shield a scam. Lightning died and you still don't scram. Your screen store value but can't explain why the real use case just boarded a plane. Max is slide, we verified. They took the dream and
Damn, that's a. Hopefully we can bounce from here. Just quick take out these lows. Let's look at
value while you deploy. Maxi said no out will last, now they chase me in coins for a bag to stash. Call me a scam, but who's really clean? You talk cypherpunk, now you're mainstream. Not about truth, it's about the brand. Your hero's rich but don't understand. This ain't about blocks or a white paper quote, it's about who's still clearing.
Yeah, a lot of the times we do get Friday dumps in equities at least. Alright, maybe we're gonna get next. Alright, we did run 119.
Run your no, but when fees hit 300, your no stop mattering. You said final settlement, but no one settles anymore, they speculate.
See Eric.
Said Bitcoin fixes this, but you never asked what broke. Maximalism died, you just never held the funeral. They said it was slow, it's the opposite. Said it was dead, it's the opposite. Called it a copy, it's the opposite. Said no one used it, it's the opposite. They said BTC was scale, it's the opposite. Said fees don't matter, it's the opposite. Said store value, but no one trades. Now Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighs. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They call it boring.
At least we'll reset this countdown on the 4-hour time frame.
You laughed in 2018. Now it's back on every screen. You said hype wins, it's the opposite. Said no one builds, it's the opposite. You follow trends, I follow blocks. You missed the chain that never stopped. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite.
They told you how the story ends, but this isn't their story anymore.
It's the opposite. They chased the shine, I watched it fade. They bet on hype, I bet on change. You want new toys, I want old truths. You count the features, I count what moves. It ain't love, it's memory. It ain't hype, it's history. The only one still standing when the cycle turns to tragedy. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's just the one that's still here while they all scream new narratives. I just kept my ledger clear. It's not that I love Litecoin.
Some crazy volatility right now.
Didn't sell a dream to get me. It just kept the blocks in check. It just kept the blocks in check. They said this one scales, then it crashed by noon. They promised deals and yields, but couldn't clear a room. I don't need a million functions, just one that holds the line. They called it boring money, but boring stood the test of time. You can't see the forest when you're clinging to a branch. You call it innovation, I just call it second chance. When the lights go out and the VCs run, what you're left with is what you run on. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's just the signal in the noise. While they dressed up coins in costumes, I just watch them sell their voice. It's not that I love Litecoin, it's that I know it lasts. When the market clears the liars, this chain still clears the past. This chain still clears the past.
Yeah, everything else is getting hit harder so far. I mean, if Litecoin can hold these lows, and the rest of the market can reverse, Litecoin should recover really fast. Continue the strength.
Now you save it for silence. The block is full. Your transaction dropped. Fee so high, broke your dream. Now I move for pennies clean. You called it sound, but sound went stale when blocks filled up with private sale. You said it at scale. Show me where. I just see whales bidding for air. Used to be for people peer to peer. Now it's bids and bots. No one near. You locked the gates, priced out the core. The very ones it was built for. Said store of value, okay, then show. But when no one moves, value won't flow.
Blockspace crisis, doors are closed. Only rich whales and custom clothes. Promise freedom, sold a gate. Burn the bridge, now it's too late. Blockspace crisis, speed's a lie. Can't clear a trade without fees that fry. You said you scaled but couldn't last. Now Litecoin moves while you rehash.
I don't need a slogan, I need a chain that clears the world without the pain. You maxed the fee and killed the use. Now talk of freedom feels like abuse. You priced out dreams and blamed the crowd. Said run, you know, but you're not allowed. When price descend is random more. You don't own freedom, you own a score. So I moved on, found a lane with no congestion, just honest chain. Litecoin ain't loud, but it's alive. Clears my trades, no need to strive.
Blockspace crisis, bids too high. Only suits with bots can buy. Bank the unbanked, sounds real cute till fees decide who gets the root. Blockspace crisis, dream betrayed. While Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighed. No slogans, no games, just work in silence. The real ones lurk.
You thought scarcity would save you, but scarcity without use is a prison. You thought value came from price, but value comes from function. Blockspace isn't infinite, and neither is trust.
Blockspace crisis, windows gone. Used to move, now just hold on. You'd say it's digital gold, fine, but don't call it money if I can't spend. Blockspace crisis, chain stood still. Litecoin clear while you chase thrill. You made it scarce, then made it small. Now your money can't move.
Yeah, Litecoin can hold the lows here. It can continue its strength against the rest of the market. It's just vulnerable to liquidation flush, but if we don't get it for Litecoin and the market reverses, we can squeeze these shorts that piled in at 130 to 135.
Locked in the vault, they call it wealth. But no one spends, just flexes stealth. TVL, don't pay your rent. If no one's moving, then what's the intent? Charts full of ghost town stats look rich, but try to trade and it barely ticks. I don't chase noise, I wash the chain. If it don't clear, then it don't sustain.
It's the same thing Zcash is
Use
doing.
it or lose it. Value moves or it fades. Money that sleeps too long is money that never stays. Use it or lose it. I settle block by block while they chase trends and tokens.
Yeah, Nick, I just saw your comment. We need to hold soon. I would definitely.
At the top, now you wait for hope. But I've been sending coins with no rope. No bridges, no airdrops, no points to mine. Just uptime since 2011. I see chains talk, I see blocks stop. They peak at launch, then barely crawl me while I'm quiet, moving still.
Let's see
In the mempool, not the thrill.
quick reversal out of here.
Or lose it. You can't fake demand. Show me
Yeah, China FUD. True. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I mean, we're kind of chopping around sideways, but it's a volatile range. But doing really well against ETH and the rest of the market still.
You don't need a million features, just one that works. You don't need hype, you need history. Most chains peak on the
Against
first
Bitcoin
day.
as well. Looks better than the dollar
The good
pair.
ones, they're just getting started. Use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. Blocks don't lie.
I just saw this. Is this true?
What moves?
I hate how they're pitching these leverage products.
A Bitcoin-backed loan, but I've been a little nervous. I'll be candid. The interest rates are higher than some of the interest rates that are out there on maybe traditional loans. So I get nervous because I can always take out like a 0% APR credit card for 12 months. So I want you to sell me on this, and I want to take out my first Bitcoin-backed loan. But first, talk about the company.
Yeah, so Ledin is a very simple business. We issue Bitcoin-backed loans. And what that means is we give you a dollar loan and we use your Bitcoin as collateral. It's in most jurisdictions, it's not a taxable event, so you're not selling the Bitcoin, so it's beneficial from a tax perspective. And the other major advantage is that you get to keep the upside of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up in price, it's still your Bitcoin. Now, in terms of the cost of the cost of the capital, the rates that we put on the market today are a function of our cost of capital. And if you look at the evolution of traditional financing markets, like for example, Adam, the co-founder, Ledin, friend and CEO, he comes from the renewable energy financing world. And back when solar panels first came out, people that wanted to invest or finance those projects didn't understand solar panels. They didn't know how long they were going to last. So the cost of financing them was really, really high because there was a lot of unknowns. But over time, as people realize how the system works and the value of the underlying security or collateral, then they start bidding down the price over time. And that's exactly what you're starting to see happen.
Actually, the way the solar market worked was people got excited and they did bid down the cost of capital for solar projects, and then they all blew up. That's actually what happened in solar. Most of those solar lenders got fucked. I don't know why people were extending credit to these projects at such low rates. It seemed like they were making money for a while. Bitcoin's is way worse though, because it's not even a productive asset. You can keep the upside of the Bitcoin, but you keep the downside too. So borrow against your Bitcoin and then it goes to 30K. You just get liquidated. Seriously, like if you can take a 0% credit card loan that has no recourse, just do that. If you pay back, they don't take anything from you. You just won't get access to type of loan anymore. If price went back down to like 10K, then it might be smart to take out a loan against Bitcoin if you believe it's going to be monetized. But man, it's crazy. They always pitch these products at the most risky times. They start talking about these things. If there's an underlying economy under Bitcoin, like meaning it was monetized, then I don't know why you'd want to take out a loan against Bitcoin. You just unless you were, I don't know, taking out loans against non-productive assets is weird. I won't XRP flush. Still might though. I don't know, maybe the lows actually do hold here for XRP if everything else is going to hold. No, I mean like it's a yieldless asset, so you're just speculating whether people are going to buy it from you at a higher price or demand it as money so the price goes up. No, I get it, but I'm saying Bitcoin at 120K, like taking out loans now against your Bitcoin is really silly. I view Bitcoin as a huge bubble, maybe the biggest bubble in human history. Even though I think it can be worth a few $100,000 in the future, it might take 5 years, 10 years, I don't know, 5 to 10 years to get to a monetization level and usage that supports that price. The downside risk is extreme. So people that are all in Bitcoin and they're just leveraging the Bitcoin so they don't have to sell it here, I think are pretty insane. Even though I think it goes higher, right? I think the midterm downside risk, like over the next couple of years, is so high. Well, credit is essential for the functioning of the economy. You need to facilitate production of stuff or else everyone gets poor. But so much of the leverage in this financial system is geared towards just non-productive speculation that will end because it's kind of a zero-sum game. And that credit is not good for society overall. You need to lend money to go produce stuff so that you create excess supply of things that people want so that prices go down. But if you don't do that and all your money is just in this circular Ponzi, when it crashes you stop producing, you just spend all your time gambling. Businesses fail, collapses. Let's break away and blaze our own path. I think we're starting to do that. This is a new high. Daily high, LTC against everything else, against ETH, against Bitcoin, well, not against Bitcoin, against ETH and all the alts. It's just funny that everyone's max positioned in like the most popular coins from last cycle. Again, repeating the same mistakes. I guess they were new. Most people came in 2020, 2021. All expecting alt season, then just proof of work alts rally, and they all end up bag holding. And losing money. Like all the coins that even Raoul Pal and these guys are talking about, yeah, seem excessively risky, right? Didn't Raul Pal say he had a 80% sweep position? Why? The casino. Why would you bet on the casino continuing? There already was proven this cycle not much demand. Excessive supply. On all these volume indicators that I use for high time frame accumulation or distribution, it looks like distribution, and it's just gonna roll over. Alright, Bitcoin still has like 6 hours or so before CME closes. Actually, it's 5, a little bit over 5. How's BNB doing? It was rallying pretty hard. Gold and silver. Silver's still moving. Would be ideal if we close this daily candle above 130. Of 132 actually. Yo, what up, ADZ? Oh, someone wrote GM on my coffee cup. That's cool. Heard of Richard Hart? Yeah, of course. I'm surprised he got out of all the stuff he was dealing with. On Bitcoin, bottom here. Bullish channel rip? I have no idea. I don't follow that stuff. I think it's I don't know. I have no opinion, actually. I don't know anything about Pulse Chain. I wonder if this is actually accurate. The Litecoin post. You're in the trenches. Yeah, I know that there's one guy that I follow, like Todd Butterfield, and I always pay attention to him because I think his Wyckoff analysis is pretty good.
They said decentralize everything. Then they censored everyone who asked questions. You said it was freedom, said it was
His
truth. Now you're on stage with suits and
partner or
boots.
whatever, Nick, who came on here once. Pretty cool. I like him. I know he's always talking about Pulse Chain. But I've never been involved in this super, I only involve myself in things I actually understand. Where I feel like I know better than everyone else. I like this Chris Green guy.
Your heroes rich but don't understand. This ain't about blocks or a white paper quote. It's about who's still clearing the boat. Maxi's lie we verified. Took the orange then petrified. Said freedom money, what a joke. You beg Wall Street for the yoke. Maxi's lie can't deny.
This song is exactly what
We're still here.
this guy's saying.
And deep down it's kinda sad. You said run your node, but when fees hit 300, your node stopped mattering. You said final settlement, but no one settles anymore, they speculate. You said Bitcoin fixes this, but you never asked what broke. Maximalism died. You just never held the funeral.
Sam. I was primarily Bitcoin for a long time until it got extremely overvalued.
They said it was slow, it's the opposite. Said it was dead, it's the opposite. Called it a copy, it's the opposite.
What's Sailor been saying lately?
They said BTC was scale, it's the opposite. Said fees don't matter, it's the opposite. Said store value, but no one trades. Now Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighs. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They call it boring, it's the opposite.
I agree most with the high time frame view of this guy.
You laughed in 2018.
Since the start of the bull market, I just disagree with all the altcoins that he holds.
Said no one builds, it's the opposite. You follow trends, I follow blocks. You missed the chain that never.
No, I don't think the 4-year cycle thing. It's funny to me because I've been here for a long time. Like, and 4-year cycles were not popular at all until 2022. The idea of 4-year cycles wasn't popular towards the highs in 2017. I remember specifically this like short squeeze rally that happened.
They told you how the story ends,
Wait, did someone
but this isn't their story anymore.
become a member? I heard a notification, but I don't see anything. Maybe not. But yeah, on this short squeeze rally that started in 2018, 2019, everyone thought Bitcoin was going to like 33K. It's like 33K by July mean.
I watched it fade. They bet on hype. I bet on chain. You want new toys.
And then
I want old truths. You count the features.
here it wasn't popular either.
It ain't love, it's memory. It ain't hype, it's history.
So I don't know. I've never taken the halving thing seriously. The power law models, I always thought they would all break. And I don't know. I don't. If I had to guess, I think it tops April of 2024, 2026. April of next year. That would be my best guess. Like end of Q1, early Q2. And if I had to guess, all these 21 altcoin cycle winners underperform. And I think Bitcoin will go into the most vertical phase. I think 2 to 300K. Rotation from gold coming to Bitcoin? I don't know. A lot of the entities, maybe. It could happen. I think rotation from everything. Equities and metals. Can happen.
Show me where I just see whales bidding for air. Used to be for people peer to peer, now it's bids and bots. No one near. He locked the gates, priced out the core. The very ones it was built for. Said store of value, okay, then show. But when no one moves, value won't flow. Blockspace crisis, doors are closed. Only rich whales and custom clothes. Promise freedom, sold a gate. Burn the bridge, now it's too late. Blockspace crisis, speed's a lie. Can't clear a trade without fees that fry. You said you scaled but couldn't.
I think the market should peak on max expectation of future liquidity. And then as money printing starts happening, like at mass scale, I think prices keep going down and people get really confused and mad that there's massive amounts of QE and real prices, inflation is rising, but stocks and all their financial assets are declining. Because inflation has been driving financial assets since 2009, and it seems like it's just now, after 15 years, being realized by everyone.
You thought scarcity would save you, but scarcity without use is a prison. You thought value came from price, but value comes from function. Blockspace isn't infinite, and neither is trust. Blockspace crisis, Windows gone. Used to move, now just hold on. You'd say it's digital gold, fine, but don't call it money if I can't spend. Blockspace crisis, chain stood still. Litecoin clear while you chase thrill. You made it scarce, then made it.
I'm just so surprised this cycle that despite so many people having exposure, that fees haven't risen. Except for when runes and ordinals mania happened.
Locked in the vault, they call it wealth, but no one spends, just flexes stealth. TVL, don't pay your rent. If no one's moving, then what's the intent? Charts full of ghost town stats look rich, but try to trade and it barely ticks. I don't chase noise, I wash the chain. If it don't clear, then it don't sustain, yeah. Use it or lose it.
But yeah, I don't know why Trump is
Value moves or it fades. Money that
acting like the US is in power or has
is money that never
so much negotiating power with China. It doesn't, really.
I settle block by block while they chase trends and tokens. I just clear the clock. You bought the top, now you wait for hope. But I've been sending coins with no rope. No bridges, no airdrops, no points to mine. Just uptime since 2011. I see chains talk, I see blocks talk. They peak at launch, then barely crawl me while I'm quiet, moving still.
I honestly think in 10 years, like, people will look up to the president, or people will look up to the new merchant elite like they look up to the political powers of the world today.
Show me who's
The builders fuse AI and crypto together. What's up, Daniel? All your maxi friends hate you.
You don't need a million features.
Well, they're probably gonna hate you a lot more when you make way more money than them.
Hype, you need history. Most chains peak on the first day. The good ones, they're just getting started.
It's funny, I have this pretty wealthy friend that used to work at Goldman Sachs that is a huge Bitcoin maxi. Like, he's super smart in finance. There's a lot of people like that just don't understand. There's very few that look at this from first principles or understand the technical aspects of Bitcoin and the macro context in which it can actually work and how it will succeed under every potential attack scenario.
You thought it was logic, it's theater now. Every feet a pulpit, every thread a vow. They said don't trust, then build a church. Now one idea defines your worth. You wear the logo, earn the praise. But what's that?
Can Litecoin quit playing around? I think it's these broader market solace. Litecoin's holding up a lot better. I mean, it's up almost 9% against ETH. Keeps making new highs against ETH on the daily time frame. Same with, you know, against all of alts. So it is, at least for now, continuing to show strength. We retested briefly when we rallied to 135 when Bitcoin was like 122. This previous high. It's the final boss resistance. 135 here. I mean, really 135 to 140, but clear that convincingly. And we should moon. Yeah, MK hole. Why did it go to 135 and drop way down? Yeah, I mean, well, Litecoin finally started moving ahead of the rest of the market, and you know, you're gonna see higher volatility, right? If we do get a breakout here, that's pretty massive, or you'd expect crazy quick volatility, like we saw with Zcash, right? This rallied massively, and then it corrected 30%, and then continued higher. You can correct like 30 to 50%, I mean, and then rally quickly out of it. So it got rejected at the most significant level of resistance. I mean, so if you're new, probably not aware, but Litecoin struggled at this area a lot. There was support briefly in 2021, and then resistance since then. But we've tested it so many times, and this correction was more shallow that, you know, assuming Bitcoin recovers here, and we see some strength, Litecoin should blow through it, and you'll finally get really high volatility. Yeah, for sure. Why is Litecoin going up? Yeah. I made a song right a while back. I didn't make a video for it yet. I should do that today. I'm gonna play it. Because everyone always asks. What's your target? Or why is it going up? So I made a few.
What's your target? Not selling. What's your target? 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 Target, 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 target. What's your target? What's your target?
Yeah, it is it's holding up a lot better. So we're seeing continued strength. I mean, really we should see the most strength against everything else if we can break 135. 135, 140. Clear that level convincingly. And it should move vertically against everything else. I just wanted something that's super repetitive, that what it's going to sound like everyone asking. As if one, I know, I don't, but fundamentally I'll just explain the way I've thought about this forever. It's not like anything's changed for me. Nobody knows the exact price, and almost everyone's wrong with price targets. We just look for sentiment extremes. I'm looking for sentiment to get closer to the reality. Like the narrative to match what's actually the truth. I think I'm assuming the macro context leads to a blow off, which creates a 2017 like or bigger parabolic move, and then we'll look for on-chain migration. If that happens, I think higher prices and technical analysis too. We'll look for distribution or signs of bearish divergence against these volume indicators that have worked pretty well. And then overlay TD sequential. I do think this has been right since 2017, calling the tops and bottoms. So it would lean to March, April. We'll have to see. It doesn't have to play out like that. I keep getting a notification. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Long Black. I'm not seeing it on my page. I have to pull up my own stream to see it.
One bubble, tulips in the garden. Two bubbles, railroads on the map. Three bubbles, .coms glowing. Four bubbles, housing never cracks. 17 bubbles, everyone the same. Different logos, different screens, but the math don't change. Wealth dressed in freedom,
Long Black.
collapse in disguise.
I didn't even notice.
Every chart climbs higher till the truth arrives. 17 bubbles, same old flame. 17 bubbles, different name. We always say this time is different, but bubbles
I'm gonna release all of this when I think the market's topped or afterwards.
The system didn't break in one day. It eroded. Thought by thought, lie by lie, until we couldn't remember what was true. Collapse doesn't always scream. Sometimes it arrives like apathy. The silence of crowds scrolling past the fire, mistaking stillness for safety, mistaking distraction for peace. The quiet before the crash. It eroded. Thought by thought, lie by lie. Posters on the wall told us everything was fine. Charts painted over cracks, headlines like broken glass. No one asked what was burning underneath. As the smoke rose higher.
Couldn't remember what was true.
Collapse doesn't always scream. Sometimes it just fades. Until there's nothing left to hear.
I mean, this consolidation while Bitcoin's dumping sideways is very similar to here when Litecoin was holding the lows.
It looked like riches, but it was smoke. The charts glowed green, not because we built the future, but because we borrowed it.
Inflation didn't disappear. It hid in financial assets, and in hiding, it painted the opposite picture. Rising stocks meant falling foundations. Rising homes meant hollowed streets. What looked like wealth was consumption pulled forward, production abandoned. We ate tomorrow to look rich today. Late sectionless, every reinflation cycle rewarded the speculators, not the producers. The gambler was crowned, the builder was mocked. We mistook the market's fire for life, but fire only consumes. Optional hook.
I removed this stuff from my actual audio. I should add the actual videos into my OBS. Dang, Eric, you've been grinding. I was doing that for a while. Can we break 150 so I can release some new stuff? I'm gonna add something else here. One sec. I don't know why this isn't showing up. What the heck? Media source. Or scene, yeah.
I was already gone when you blinked.
One sec, sorry.
Map this out in silence. You chase clout, I chase distance. Playing this like a decade out. You thought viral, I thought route. You dropped trends, I drew maps. Built momentum while you clap. Didn't need your signal boost, just proof in loops and bulletproof truth. Watch you talk, watch you doubt. Now I'm lit and you're locked out. You post, I move. You beg, I prove. I never sold the hype, just kept receipts and let time choose. You heard the sound, but missed the start. Too slow to catch, I'm moving hard. Try to keep up, but I'm long gone. Wrote this wave before the song. Now you scroll, try to trace my flame, but it's too late, you missed the name. Try to keep up, but you stall back. I build paths, you build packs. Now it's game time, no dress up, not your story.
How many chairs am I sitting on right now? I'm sitting on one, but I've got multiple chairs. I could switch, you know, if I feel more like sitting in a comfortable, cushy chair, I got that option. If I want something more upright, you know, I've got a more study focused chair. If I want to sit higher up, I got a bar stool chair. Gotta have more than one chair. You're I need a standing desk. Standing is good too.
You talk about the moment, I'm the moment.
It's getting colder here. I'm a bit cold. Just standing on, like when Justin Bieber stands on business.
I'm homework. They want to forecast.
I used to like Bieber. I still think he's fine. I feel like it's hard for a celebrity. Like, you just don't go to school, you don't have any normal structure in your life, and then you get super rich and you just kind of lose yourself. Especially when you're at like, that's what happens to all the child stars, you know, famous from super young age. It'd be hard to know what's like real and who's real to you and who's not.
They circle clout like vultures at brunch. I was cold while it's stacking.
Never have to learn anything or take care of yourself, because someone always is doing it. I just feel like it's most child stars, even Michael Jackson. People like people seem like they want that life, but to me it seems like pretty shitty. Could Litecoin catch Ethan price? Yeah, I think so. I think Litecoin over the long term is going to be worth more than ETH. But it's like a 10-year thing. But it's possible it catches it in price this cycle for sure. Maybe they both go to 10K.
Yeah. You didn't hear the song. You saw the crowd lean in. Didn't read the words, just followed the ones who did. You mistook the echo for the voice, chased the smoke, and called it a choice. You said you believed, but only when it climbed. Momentum wasn't meaning, just movement in time. Momentum is a mirror, it shows what you already feel. But when it stops, will you
There's actually a lot of short interest in
the signal or the sound of belief? When the volume dropped, did you stay? Did you
Oh, actually, funding rates are really high. They got all the way to...
You waited for proof on someone else's face. You called it intuition, but it was just pace. Watched every candle like a prayer.
They're pretty high. They're like 4 times higher than Litecoin.
Just to be there.
0.03 and this is 0.0089. But yeah, huge increase in open interest today, and all of these likely are shorts. So Litecoin, if it can break higher here, like this whole candle in open interest are shorts that entered at 130 to 135. Because funding rates halved here. But we got a lot of fuel if we can reverse here, and that would lead to liquidations and stop losses being triggered, forced buyback of Litecoin into the illiquidity pocket, basically, like the area that there's not going to be many sellers for. So I think, yeah, back to these highs can happen really fast. I think Eric's at work. What are you doing right now, MK? Are you at work too?
You scanned the chart, but missed the thread. You chased the echo, I moved ahead. You saw the moment, I saw the arc. You found the candles after the spark.
Now it's loud, but you don't hear it. Now it's clear, but you don't feel it. You waited for the proof, then called it plain. It's not just late, it's too late to understand.
You mocked the signal, then bought the top. Taught conviction till it dropped. You asked for data, I lived the trend. You chased virality, I built the end. I watched the noise become your guide. I let the silence choose my side.
Now your takes read like prayers
told you so. It's written in the way you froze. Now it's moving, but you don't know why. Now it's shining, but you miss the sky. You needed hype to take a stand. That's not late. It's too late to understand.
This CS line rallied, I mean, price rallied at the perfect time to not ever close within these candles.
Now you sprinting. I just pace, I lay bricks in the dark while you chase clicks in the day. You mock the blueprint, now you beg for the frame. You loop the noise, I map the silence. Tuned out trends and built with violence. Quiet pressure, cold breath. I ain't outpacing, you're just late. I built this while you slept. Not for clout, for what's next. Kept the lights dim, kept the floor swept. Now the ground shakes with every step. I built this while you slept. Not for clout, for what's next. Kept the lights dim, kept the floor swept.
Interesting. Binance trading at a premium right now to Coinbase.
No flash and no debt, just where you still don't get by. The time you ask, I'm on to
They talk virality, I talk uptime. You had comments, I had lead time. You were loud, but never early. Missed the roots for what looks sturdy. I seeded signal while y'all went viral. Now the price climbed and they scream revival. But the truth don't move on demand. It grows in silence by your hand.
well, you dreamt of
Pretty chill gig. Oh, nice.
while you built for markets, I built for war. You dreamt of
Hell yeah. I guess as long as you get your work done. Probably they don't care.
No flash, no debt, just wait. You still don't get by the time you ask. I'm on to the next. I built this while you slept. Not for clout, for what's next. Kept the lights
Oh, nice.
kept the floor swept. Now the ground shakes with every
That's
step.
cool.
I built this while you slept. Not for clout, for what's next. Kept the lights dim, kept the floor swept. Now the ground shakes with every step.
I built this while you slept. No flash and no debt, just wait. You still don't get by the time you ask. I'm on to the
Long black.
next.
What is the motive for Litecoin to decouple from Bitcoin? Well, from a fundamental point of view,
They'll say it was timing.
Litecoin has been catching up to Bitcoin, at least in terms of daily users, not total transaction volume sent. But this is really all you should be speculating on, is future monetization. Bitcoin has a limit, a monetization limit, where it just can't, no more goods can be demanded in the money at some point. I know this is entirely speculative, we'll talk about that next, but that's what you should be speculating on. So Litecoin has way more future potential upside once the market realizes this. Right, everyone right now is gambling on future speculation and forgetting, you know, what eventually drives the price. So they're all gambling on like narratives, like, oh, store value, oh, U.S. government might buy Bitcoin, or some random government or institution is going to buy it. But they're forgetting why the end consumer will demand it. And if you understand that and understand the limit, then, you know, this trend will keep persisting until it moves into higher value ranges if, you know, real demand, monetary demand for Bitcoin increases. And I think the macro environment gives Bitcoin pretty high odds of, you know, I think individuals will move at the margins into permissionless money. Still, we have a long way to go, but assuming that future is true, then Litecoin has way more upside. At the margins, like, it takes a lot of money to move Bitcoin price, you know, at a $2.5 trillion market cap or whatever it is. Pretty close to there. Litecoin's at 9 billion, and people have been relatively uninterested in it for so long. As it's consolidated sideways, that the supply is dried up. So it just takes like one person, one institution, or a small amount of money to start moving the price, and then once it moves, traders notice the relative strength and buy in, and you get this reflexive momentum. So it can break away from Bitcoin, especially if it breaks 130 here. Bitcoin keeps retesting these lows though, so it is hard for Litecoin to move when the rest of the market's going down. But if it just goes sideways, or, you know, Bitcoin can bottom out here and head higher, given the relative strength, it should continue. It takes like 1,000 times less money to move price, or maybe even more. You know, it might be even more significant than that once Litecoin breaks 130, because there's not going to be many sellers, and then people start wondering why it's going up. And you know, eventually the market should get to the truth of how to value these monies. It's probably not going to happen for a while, but people assume the same thing that's happened for 3 years will always be true. But this market's largely a popularity contest, and if Litecoin suddenly becomes popular because of price breaking out, then yeah, it will decouple. But there's so many things going on. But yeah, I don't know if that explains it totally, but it's like, why everyone assumed that about Zcash. You can look at other examples of this happening, and it underperformed the market forever, and it's pretty weak fundamentally. But why is it pumping? I don't know, because it's super illiquid and people saw an opportunity to pump it and then market it. Well, I mean, you have larger pools of capital that can speculate on it. It's always hard to say why now.
I lived in it. You trace lines while I carve new roads. You save drafts while I drop codes.
Sorry, why did XRP randomly, you know, rallied on news and influencer hype?
I am the breakthrough. You still loading, I'm uploading, still decoding.
Dogecoin rallied. It's like, why did the trend shift? In hindsight, it's always obvious, but, you know, at the point of here, everyone doubted it until basically the final leg. I mean, really, it's not even rising on a ton of volume. I think, you know, over time, supply dries up. And the more that is accumulated in the bottom, right, the longer the base, generally the higher, or the greater the expansion. So you run into a point where finally it gets attention and everyone's talking about it, and all these people that accumulated coins are, you know, holding for much higher prices. So you just get a surge in demand because of attention, feeds liquidity, and nobody's selling. So the price can just keep moving up, and then as it's moving up higher, it changes from this very boring phase and downtrend against the rest of the market to the inverse of that strength. It starts to slowly convince everyone until everyone is on the same side. Price is way higher. Then it peaks at max bullish sentiment. I think we should start to see relative valuation comparisons, like Litecoin to 0.25 or whatever. Hopefully Litecoin can hold the support. Bitcoin needs the bottom here.
I just think you saw my noise, I mapped the beat. You saw stillness, I felt heat. I didn't rush, didn't pray. I just moved when time said play. You thought I was early, I was right on time. You blinked, I crossed the line. Now you scramble to find the signs, but I walked this like it was mine. You market charts, I watched seasons. You chased calls, I found reasons. Your doubt was never pressure, it just confirmed my measure. You called it luck, I called it return. You lit a match, I let it burn. Now the flame's high and the fog is gone, but I was already moving on. You thought I was early, but this was the plan. I didn't shout, I just ran. And when it broke, you finally saw. I never guessed, I just saw farther than you thought.
It's funny though that every time Litecoin starts to show relative strength in the past, that we get these broader market corrections or some headline. It's really weird. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna come back later. Check in around the end of the day. We'll see if Bitcoin can show some signs of reversal. I mean, it's at this major area of demand where it struggled to break before. It should have a decent amount of support here. If Litecoin breaks down from here, going back to 120. But I think odds of holding are pretty good. Should find a bottom for the rest of the market. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. I'll be back later. Probably at the close of the daily candle here. But have a good Friday and weekend. I'll see you guys a little bit later on.